like this girl actually, like, this friendship means a lot to her, that she even went to the extent of speaking to my mom, you know, who she knew could speak to me.
She wrote me a handwritten note from America. And I'm like,
a handwritten note from America?
Yes, and I was in Nigeria.
Oh my
God. I was like,
oh my God, I love that.
Would you ask a guy out?
Created it is a guy that is supposed to do the chase. Even like animals make the first move. Male animals. It just makes me like really doubt my abilities, that can I really become this version of me that God sees?
Just know that God even wants to surprise you, that God wants to do much more than you think.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Mayo here. Oh my God, you guys can see today that I am not alone. I've missed you guys so much, by the way, because I've not posted in ages, but I'll be back and I'll give you guys like a live update. So the first time since the inception of this channel, I have one of my amazing friends with me. I have Tobi with me today. Tobi, hi Tobi.
Hi guys.
How are you today, Sha?
I'm good. So it's a nice sunny day for once. So
I know, right?
That's nice. When the sun is out in Bristol in the UK, like your whole mood changes. So it's already a good day.
And funny enough, I was telling one of my friends before she moved here that the weather affects your mood. She did not agree with me, but when she experienced winter in the UK, she realized that it is very true. Because bro, everybody's happy when the sun is out. Everybody has plans for the evenings. But during winter, like, don't talk to me.
And especially
don't
because
talk
it gets dark easier. Exactly. So your days are actually shorter.
Exactly. I find myself more productive like during the summer. So yeah, we're going to be having like a girls chat and just talking. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I like to chat to girls. Like, I'm a girl's girl. I love to have like conversations generally, but with girls particularly. First of all, are you a girl's girl?
Yeah, definitely.
What makes you a girl's girl?
Well, for me, you know how girls will get into the little arguments with each other, and then sometimes there was this thing that we used to like not segregate, but like let's say someone does something wrong, and then you like tell them, like you sit down and you start telling them like what they did wrong and stuff like that. I was always someone who used to like stick up for my friends, and like if this person is close to me and I know that I wouldn't let my friend, like my girl, go through that thing. I would rather them do it to me than them to be doing it to my girl.
It's actually so good, because I feel like leaving secondary school was one like season or phase of my life that actually like unlocked a different me. So like leaving secondary school made me like see the essence of female friendship, because that was when I started bonding with my best friends now, and you know, we just started bonding just the fact that we're in 4 different continents. Doing life with them just made life easier for me. Like, I had people that I could rant to, I had people that I could encourage, I had people that could encourage me, you know, I had people who will like, you know, cheer me on, you know, when I tell them, oh, you guys, I want to do something, and they're like, go girl, you got this, you know. It's just this purity, there's just this, you know.
I definitely get what you're saying about the whole secondary school thing, because a lot of things were always fake,
bro,
and everybody was just trying to be someone who they are not. To actually have the wholesome female friendship, it's really nice, especially because you know that you can tell them anything.
I know,
like, is it a crush? You can tell them about, is it like a period cramp? Things
I
like
know,
that.
like, girls can relate to everything. Like, bro, we got ourselves. Like,
So it's like, I don't have to hide myself. I think that's what I like the best. But at the same time, friendship also depends on the person.
True.
You can't only just say come and generalize female friends. It depends on the person, obviously, but then right now I can still see a difference between like having female friendships and how much it impacted my life.
Has affected your life. Tell me, what has been like your favorite female friendship moment where you knew that this person actually blew my mind? This girl outdid herself.
Oh my gosh, I think I have many. I went to a boarding school, so there was one of my friends that left. I call her my best friend now. She's in the US and we haven't seen each other in a really long time. So she left like while we were still in year 9 or just 3. And then when you leave, like lots of time it's easy for you to forget about people, and everyone that's forget about you, like life goes on. But then we still used to keep in touch. We used to email each other.
That's so cute.
And then on my birthday, I'm not really used to getting presents. I was in school, and then she found a way to like get me a present, and it was like a boarding school, so obviously it was really hard. So there was this actor I was obsessed with at some point, and then she got me like a blanket with his face all over it, and it was just so beautiful. Like, I was like, what? And like, that was not the only thing she got me. Like, she wrote me a handwritten note from America. And like,
a handwritten note from America?
Yes, and I was in Nigeria.
Oh my
so
God.
I was like, how the heck did she do this? Like, what?
More. Some people are really thoughtful.
Yeah, like that was at the end of the day, like it's just the thoughts. Like, this is really just the thought. I think that one is like the one that's blown my mind the most. But like that was like when I was younger. Obviously, a lot of people still blow my mind today, but then nothing has beat that.
Wow, that's so good. I think for me, thinking about it, like I feel like it was when I was in primary school. There was this girl in primary school. Except I used to fight everybody. I remember there was somebody accused me of something, and my mom got to know, and my parents were very strict, like, you know, when I was younger. I can't remember what it was exactly, but if my parents had gotten to know, like, I was going to be in so much trouble, especially my mom. And this girl, I don't know, she just came from nowhere. Like, you know, I think I was eventually reported to my mom, and this girl came from nowhere and she was telling my mom that, like, she didn't do that thing. She didn't, I can't remember what it was, but basically what blew my mind was, you know, how she just really stood up for me. Like, it was just so, I felt so loved. I felt so loved. And as somebody who didn't really have friends in primary school, who, like, you know, everybody in primary school had best friends. I didn't have a best friend. So, you know, it meant a lot to me. And even at, you know, after that time, I started to call her my best friend. We're not even in touch at the moment. But I think another time was when one of my friends, she's still like a very good friend of mine. I think I had an argument in secondary school, and I felt like everybody was against me. And I felt like the person that was like my closest friend at the time, you know, I felt she wasn't also supporting me, so I was fighting her as well. Shout out to Ibukun. Like, one of my best friends is Ibukun, but I have another very close friend as Ibukun. So that person, our parents worked in the same office here, so she went to my mom's office earlier. We were supposed to go together, but because I was fighting her, we didn't go together. So, you know, she went to my mom's office before I even got to my mom's office, and she went to go and tell my mom that my Ibukun is fighting me. She was trying to explain to my mom so that my mom can like calm me down. It was just like, this girl actually, like, this friendship means a lot to her, that she even went to the extent of speaking to my mom, you know, who she knew could speak to me. And, you know, it was just so nice. It was so nice. So yeah, I've actually had like the most amazing female friendship experiences. And if I'm going to recommend, like, I'm going to tell you guys that, you know, I don't know about male friendships, but you see female friendships, oh my god, I stand. Like, if you don't have a good female friend yet, like, just pray to God for like one female friend. And trust me, like, female friendships are like so wholesome. And I think for me, it's also the fact that I can be free with somebody. I can actually talk to somebody without feeling that, you know, there are strings attached. Because with guys, if you get too close with a guy, you know, they may be, you don't know if the guy actually, if he's just being nice or if he actually likes you. And me, I have a theory. I may be wrong. You guys let me know what you think. I don't think that guys and girls can be best friends without feelings being attached at some point. It may not be throughout the friendship, but I feel like at some point in the friendship, somebody will like somebody. Yeah. Except you guys are not genuine with each other.
And to be honest, like, that's where you have to now learn how to draw lines and like start setting boundaries. Because if you just if you want to be very vulnerable with someone, like, there's some point where your vulnerability will now lead to something else developing. Like, it doesn't just stop there, like, it keeps on growing and growing and growing. So that's why I also feel like being a guy's friend, like, even if you know that no, this person is my brother, you don't know how
he feels. Like, actually, if it's like a normal, like, I have quite a number of like male friends, but like by the time it starts becoming as intimate as a best friendship, where you guys are like talking almost every day or every day, you know, where you guys are on long calls, it's just not the same. With a girl, I know I can be on a 5-hour call with my babe, and you know, we are just on a call, we're just vibing. But with a guy, if I tell my mom I'm on a 5-hour call, she'll be like, oh, when are you introducing him to me? Because something is happening here. Wow. I have some questions here. There are some, like, I like to call them conversation starters. So like, there are different topics, and we're going to be picking some, and yeah, we're just talking or answering the questions. And you know, as we're answering the questions, you guys should also like answer the questions in the comments as well. I don't know if I'm the only one that does it, where like I'm watching a show and they're asking questions and I'm also answering. So please do that in the comments and let me know your thoughts. There are random stuff, even though we have seen the questions, but we didn't rehearse like our answers. So we're going to be as genuine as possible. So do you want to go first?
Okay, we'll go with the pink one.
Ooh, love some pink.
Oh my god, I love that. So the question is, would you ask a guy out? And you can see. So I just answer.
You answer. Nah, don't ask me, please.
Personally, me, I can't ask a guy out. Like, I can't ask a guy out.
Preach, sis. Preach.
I don't know if maybe it's probably my personality. Like I wouldn't go out of my way to meet a guy, especially because at this point in my life I am not looking for a guy. I'm not searching for a guy. So why would I now go and like, you know, start asking them out? At the same time, when I feel like there's something going on between both of us, like if you feel like there's something happening between you and another person, I believe it's also mutual too. So the person would also like feel it as well. The highest I could do is ask like, okay, so what do you want with me? Like where is this going? Where is this leading to? For me to like confess my feelings first, ask a guy out.
When I was in secondary school, I used to preach it a lot. I don't ask guys out. There was one time I went against my preaching and I didn't ask a guy out, but I confessed my feelings first and it did not end well. So I do not recommend. I don't know, obviously, like I'm not 20, like the guys I deal with now will probably like be older and stuff, so maybe guys are more mature, but from my experience, I don't think that, you know, confessing your feelings first is actually more to me.
So other than that, I think I watched something too that someone was like, if a man likes you, you will know.
You will know, yeah.
So if you're not sure and you're second guessing yourself, it's most likely
doesn't like you. Like, yeah, that's true.
And also at the same time, we may also be speaking on this like from an African
perspective. Yeah, that's true. Then I feel like even if you are going to, because sometimes it actually works. I know people that have done it and it worked for them, because you know some guys are just mature, but the thing is, I don't even believe that in any setting, whether African or Western, I don't believe that you should be the one chasing a guy. Like I believe that the way God created it is a guy that is supposed to do the chase. Even like animals make the first move. Male animals, at least from what I know, like they make the first move. So if a guy isn't even making the first move, maybe like sometimes you may have to like give him some signals. If after giving him signals you still have to chase, you know, it just doesn't work. And sometimes I feel like we have to think about it like this. If you are Christian like us, like you are not dating for like fun, you are dating to marry. Like, do you want to build a home where you are the one that is going to be taking initiative? A guy that cannot take initiative to chase you, to actually like, you know, go after you, is it the one that will be taking initiative in the home when you guys have to be making important decisions, like, you know, praying for the home? You know, I don't think it's sustainable, you know, chasing a guy. So let us know what you think in comments, because we may not be right, but I stand by my answer. No.
I also like heard stories of people like the guys will now start treating them somehow. At the end of the day, am I the one that came to you? Exactly. You're the one that
some
came
guys
to me, and like they just use it and hold it over their head.
But I'm going to take the next question, and I think we'll only be able to do 2 because of time. But probably off camera we can do some more. Because of time, we're just going to do 2. I think I want to do purple. So okay, let's see what the question is going to be. I'm like, what is this? Oh my god. Okay. Does it ever cross your mind that you won't fulfill God's purpose for your life? How do you handle the thoughts? Oh, why did I pick a deep question? It could have been fun, you know. If you had asked me this question like after working with the Lord, I would have said no. That it never really crossed my mind. But you know, since like for the past like 7 months, I've actually been going through like really tough seasons where I'm trying to become a certain version of myself that, you know, I know God is calling me to become. But you know, it seems as if, you know, sometimes I make progress and sometimes it's as if on certain days as if I'm back to square one. So sometimes it just makes me like really doubt my abilities, that can I really become this version of me that God sees? Because that's the fact that I'm really striving to be that person. I'm really like, you know, putting in the work and stuff. You know, some days I'm just lazy, some days, you know, I don't read my Bible, some days I don't read the books I'm supposed to read, some days, you know, I just waste my days, waste my life in quotes, you know. But one thing I've been learning a lot is from this scripture that is like one of my faves. I think it's Philippians 2 verse 12 to 13, and it says that for God is working in us, giving us the desire and the power to do what pleases him. The desire to become, the desire to like, you know, live, the desire to live fully and fulfill purpose comes from God. Like some people do not care, some people do not even think greatness, some people are just okay with surviving, but I want to thrive, and obviously that desire to thrive is a desire that God placed in me. So God has started by giving me the desire, but the problem is that, you know, I feel like I have to bring the power in, I have to put in the work, and obviously I have to put in the work, but really it's God that is going to help me to, you know, become that person. So I just really need to trust God and know that, you know, God God is in charge of my life, and God is going to see to it that I become who He wants me to become, as long as I'm willing. So what I just pray is that God, just give me the grace to be willing, give me the grace to always just want to follow you and things like that. So I do not need to have it all figured out. I don't need to always, smash my goals. On certain days I don't smash my goals, and it's okay, honestly. And I know that, it is God that gives me the desire and the power to do what pleases Him, because He's working in me, So I know that, with God on my side, I'm going to feel purpose by the grace of God. So yeah, I think that's it. What do you think?
Yeah. So for me, there's this prayer that I pray over myself, that I continue to walk in God's will for my life. And that thing you said about living, and like not just the bare minimum, but thriving. Like, Jesus Christ came so that we may have life and have it abundantly.
Period.
So it's not the bare minimum. And I recently watched Passion of Christ, and obviously that's not even up to like half of what Jesus endured for us on the cross. And then when you think of it like that, like somebody went through all of this pain just so I can live. So why would I just take the bare minimum? Why would I settle? Like, I will thrive for the highest. And the thing is, a lot of times when I like set goals for myself, right? I set goals and then I see myself like aiming even higher and even doing much more than I can. And then I remember the Bible verse, is it Ephesians 15 verse 20?
3 verse 20.
3 verse 20, exactly. That God is able to do even exceedingly more than we think, ask, or imagine. So when you set out things for yourself, just know that God even wants to surprise you, that God wants to do much more than you think. So for myself, I think a lot of times I've been asked like, what will be my biggest regret in life? That would be like being a failure to myself and to my family, and ultimately to God. So I see myself as a hard worker. So I just like, most of the time, that's always my drive, that's always my push to like fulfill God's purpose for my life. Right now I'm still in the process of discovering my purpose is in life, but ultimately I know that I was here to do good. Like there's some like basic things that that you're here on earth to do, but then like there's also like your specific purpose.
That's true. I'm talking about going to blow our minds, and it has like, it's able to do exceedingly abundantly and stuff like that. I'm reading a book currently, and it was just saying how like thing that you want to be, like any of your goals, like just think bigger, because everything that you want to do, like God has something much more for you to do, and it's actually God's like mindset for us to thrive. Like, you guys, bare minimum, no, we're not doing this. Like, we're a generation of girls that God is going to use to shake this world. Like, we're not used to seeing women win. Like, thank God we're in a generation where like there are so many women that are rising now, but like, actually we come from Africa. Like, a woman is, they tell you that women are for the kitchen, but really God, I don't believe that any woman is for the kitchen. Like, God did not create you to just be in the kitchen, to just like have a 9 to 5. I believe that God made you for more, and we're all going to like fulfill purpose in the name of Jesus. Amen. Oh my goodness, this video is already 25-ish minutes long. I really enjoyed this. Sorry, like you guys were so nervous. I don't know of you, but I was really nervous. You guys probably picked it from the start of the video, because I was quite shaky. But like, I really enjoyed this conversation, and thank you so much for coming on my channel. You guys, let us know your thoughts. On those questions, let us know your thoughts in the comments. Like, what do you think? What do you think? And what do you think about this video? Because I actually want to invite some of my friends. I have amazing female friends all over the world at this point, because I have friends everywhere. So I want to invite my female friends, to just chat with them. So let me know what you guys think in the comments, and if you guys have any ideas of things we can talk about, like things you guys talk about with your female friends, like let's just chat about it. Thank you so much for watching this video, and thank you, Tobi, for coming to my channel. Oh my god, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys. Bye.